has cost our tourism practitioners over $3 million in passenger opportunities. At an assumption that $10 spent per guest would mean that the economy would have lost $30 million and 4.5 billion Jamaican dollars. Madam Speaker, could it be that I am making an unfair critique of Jamaica's tourism minister? It is the global cruise industry has not rebounded since the COVID-19 pandemic. The answer, my colleagues, on the other side is a resounding no. Global cruise volume has skyrocketed to an all-time high of 37.2 million passengers, a 25% global expansion over 2019. Further, Madam Speaker, could one say that the
Hold on, ma'am. I've stopped your time. Could you please take your seat? I have stopped the time for the member from Hanover Eastern and for the member from St. Catherine East Central, the member from St. Catherine East Central, I am calling to the member from St. Catherine East Central.
She was brought here. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, Andrea.
Members, for those members who seek the protection of the Speaker, it would be perfectly in order for the person on their feet to ask. The Speaker will not take instructions in respect of protection from other members of the House. So, member, you are guided to address the Speaker of the House yourself. No, that is when I will intervene. Additionally, members, a lot of what you do on the floor, I keep repeating it and say on the floor, is not heard up here at the top where I am seated. And so I am asking you again to be so guided. It works for you and it works against you. There is no additional time left because I have asked that the clock be stopped to address the disturbance of the member on her feet. Now, members, when the disturbance comes from the opposite side of the House, unless the individual is very close to the mic or very loud, the only place they are causing disturbance is in this House. It is not heard outside, all right? Now, members, those who are in closest proximity to the mic, your disruptions are heard far more loud on the media. I will not repeat this because I'm sure enough persons are seated in the House, and I suspect this is not my first or second time saying this. Members, I'm going to ask you to allow the member from Hanover Eastern to complete her presentation in silence as is required by the standing orders of this House. Member, could you please turn your mic on? Member from Hanover Eastern. You may proceed.
Madam Speaker, the Jamaica Union of Travelers Association was created by the People's National Party Minister Francis Tullow, with one explicit mission that it should be one avenue of Jamaican ownership. Together with Jekyll and Maxie, they represent generations of Jamaican families who built their livelihoods on tourism transportation. Madam Speaker, these local grassroots ambassadors are being systematically displaced. This government has allowed major hotel operators to establish their own in-house transportation companies, systematically cutting out Juta and Jekyll operators. Many all-inclusive properties, foreign companies control transportation, while local drivers still pay parking fees to access compounds. The all-inclusive model is a vertical integration machine. The room, the food, the entertainment, the water sports, and now the vehicle, all under one foreign corporate umbrella. It is colonization all over again. The structure ensures the bulk of tourism revenue never touches Jamaican soil. Madam Speaker, during my tenure in hospitality industry, 14 of them were inside the vacation club segment. I speak from personal and professional experience. There are approximately 20 vacation clubs across 15 hotels in Jamaica. The majority Spanish operated. This segment generates approximately 150 million US dollars every year. And the Jamaicans were strategically kept out of management of every single one. Every project director expatriate, every sales director expatriate, paid in US dollars and Mexican pesos in Jamaica. Jamaican professionals on the sales floor generating the revenue, demonstrating the competence, while foreigners held the titles and collected the US dollar denominated salaries. But the indignity does not end there, Madam Speaker. It is compounded by a practice that is as insulting as it is deliberate. Many of these Jamaican professionals, the ones deemed unworthy of the director title, are routinely used to train the very expatriates, who are then placed above them. Jamaican knowledge, Jamaican expertise, Jamaican institutional memory transferred, extracted, and handed to a foreign national who arrives knowing less, earns more, and leaves with everything the Jamaican taught them. And there is something still worse. Madam Speaker, this is a serious indictment on the Ministry of Labour, as many of these directors do not arrive through the conventional recruitment process. They arrive as vacationers, checking into the very hotels where they will manage the club. Within approximately 2 months, they are granted work permits for jobs that qualified Jamaicans are demonstrably capable of performing. They come as tourists, they stay as directors, and the work permit that should have gone to a Jamaican is issued in 2 months to a vacationer who never left. Meanwhile, the Jamaican working beside them are hired on short-term contracts with mandatory contract breaks and deliberate interruption of continuous employment to prevent them from accumulating the rights and the permanence that Jamaican labor law would otherwise guarantee them. The expatriate gets the work permit in 2 months. The Jamaican gets the contract break to ensure she never becomes permanent. Madam Speaker, in the...
Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the ways of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law do we meditate day and night. For we shall be like trees planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth our fruit in our season. Our leaves shall not wither, and whatsoever we do shall prosper. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show for this Wednesday. We call it Big Wednesday. Please, everybody, share up this live here. Like up the live, share it up, invite some people. There was standing finance committee today. And those who are saying that we are propagandists, I wonder if they all listen. And listen to the governor of the Bank of Jamaica. But before we get to the governor of the Bank of Jamaica, the shadow minister of tourism in the parliament yesterday was on point. You hear she pointed out a little while ago that expatriates gets the big jobs, even though it is the Jamaicans who teach them the work, but they get the money. They get work permit for positions that Jamaicans are qualified for. What can go so? I want to take another clip from her. She was in the parliament yesterday.
Let me repeat and emphasize, the minister said diversification is no longer an option. It is a matter of survival. Again in 2024, Madam Speaker, the minister reiterated that we're moving to break historically singular reliance by opening the Middle Eastern and African markets. We need visitors whose travel habits are decoupled from the economic cycles of the United States. Madam Speaker, the minister speaks eloquently about the tourism linkages network, yet under his watch, international financial benchmarks reveal a scandalous reality. Yet under his watch, linkage has become a euphemism for massive economic leakage. For every single dollar spent in an all-inclusive tourist, in an all-inclusive hotel in Jamaica, up to 70 cents leaks straight back out of our economy to the overseas travel agents, foreign-owned mega airlines, and international supply chains. Every single dollar earned in this sector leaves Jamaica immediately. It does not circulate. It does not multiply. It takes an immediate U-turn back across our borders. Madam Speaker, speaking of the Middle East, in 2022, he went to Riyadh and Dubai, promising a Middle Eastern corridor. By the end of 2025, the arrival count was a mere net increase of 330 people. Madam Speaker, what about Africa? The minister went to Nigeria in 2021, staged a massive photo opportunity, and promised a historic gateway. What is the net increase? By the end of 2025, the arrival count was 1,440,000. A net growth exactly 320 people over his baseline, while his visit to India, and India is one of the largest, fastest growing countries in the world, only produced a maga 360% increase. In Jamaica, there is a saying that talk is cheap. That is costing us. Madam Speaker, there is a concept in the Ministry of Tourism that is termed seat support, which is merely a disguise for flights coming into Jamaica. Since 2015, this administration has spent $2.86 billion on seat support. Madam Speaker, it would be good if the minister could report to this parliament on the amount spent on achieving less than half of the percent of our visitor arrival. Madam Speaker, despite the multiple utterances for the importance of diversification, what has happened to our primary market in the meantime? In 2017, the United States accounted for 64% of our total stopover arrivals. By the end of 2025, our reliance on the US market had ballooned to 71%. Combined with Canada, North America now commands a staggering 84% of our entire market. Madam Speaker, things have not gotten worse, but much worse. The minister spent billions of taxpayers' dollars flying across the world to find new ingredients, and his own Jamaica Tourist Board statistics show he has made the Jamaican tourism pie more vulnerable to a single external economy that it was a decade ago. Madam Speaker, the minister is completely silent on our cruise shipping sector because the reality is an absolute embarrassment to this administration. He has made statements claiming that the cruise sector lives up to expectation, but the only expectation that has been met is his expectation that nobody would check the math. Let us unmask the numbers. In 2019, before the pandemic, Jamaica welcomed 1,444,233 cruise passengers to our shores. That was 2019. Fast forward to the end of 2025. Jamaica finished the year welcoming 1.1 million 361,000 cruise passengers. Madam Speaker, our cruise sector has declined. Madam Speaker, our cruise sector has declined by 28% compared to 7 years ago. Madam Speaker, we're facing a massive shortage. Nearly 438,000 visitors who are completely missing from our ports. Madam Speaker, I seek protection. This is not your time, Let me reiterate, Madam Speaker.
Members, please allow the members.
Chest up my time. Madam Speaker, a shortage of nearly 438,000 visitors who are completely missing from our ports. 438,000 visitors using our taxi service to buy our craft, to
Here we go. The figures don't lie. And Miss Curtis is giving it to them and putting the figures out there. But some Jamaicans, I should say, are burying their heads in the sand, hiding from the truth. But like oil, the truth will come to the top. And you see, it is the same thing we're talking about. Oh, you did? Yes, God. Andrew Holness came out on a Troy Bridge and he told us, had the bridge been built 4 years ago, we would have saved over $70 million. A government that continues to fail. And you know, the thing about Andrew Holness that I start to realize that Andrew Holness come to the people and sometimes tells them the truth, you know. Yes. He tells the people of Jamaica the truth from time to time. But you have to have understanding to see it. And you see, the Bible no lie, you know. the Bible no lie. It tell you that you must seek whatever you want to seek and get whatever you want to get. But in all you're getting, get understanding. And I am now convinced that what a lot of Jamaicans don't have is understanding. Plus, they are surrogates and people who are paid to be out there bamboozling the people of Jamaica. A lot of them are on social media. A lot of them are on TikTok. And they gang up and try to bamboozle the people of Jamaica. We have to be careful. We have to be very careful. You see, there are some things, that, as we say, you can't hide it. The truth will have to come out. And when it come out, it takes people like I and I, Ralston Iman, my brethren Conrad O'Brien, people who are critical thinkers. Andre Stevens, big up yourself. Bowler, big up yourself. People who are critical thinkers, who are willing to come forward and say the things them that needs to be said. And therefore, we have to be consistent. And we have to make certain that we don't get caught up with those people, We have to make sure. And we have to stay away from them and sterilize everything. Because them not easy. They don't have information. Them don't know a lot of things. But they are out there speaking like they are authority. Speaking like they are past, like they have their authority on some of the things. And we know them not have a clue. But my people, normally when I come on, I repeat the Psalms that says, "Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the ways of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful." And if you understand what that means. But I come into the callers. But before I go to the callers, Standing Finance Committee was today. Listen to the governor of the Bank of Jamaica.
The extent of damage to critical oil and gas infrastructure in several Middle Eastern countries. Recovery is anticipated to take several months or maybe even years. Against this background, over the June and September 2026 quarters, domestic inflation is forecast to trend upward from 4.3% at April 2026 and is projected to breach the upper limit of the bank's target range of 4 to 6%. This will be mainly driven by supply and cost pressures, including increased energy and transport-related inflation resulting from rising crude prices. And secondly, the second or latter impact of higher energy-related inflation on the prices of other goods and services.
The BOJ governor admitted that it is challenging for the central bank to forecast with confidence the inflation rate in the coming fiscal period due to the uncertainty caused by the ongoing conflict between the United States and Iran.
The extent of the inflation range breach will be determined by the severity and duration of the conflict, which remains highly uncertain. As geopolitical tensions ease and global oil supplies return to normal levels, headline inflation in Jamaica is forecast to gradually moderate and return to the bank's target rate. The risks to inflation forecasts are skewed towards inflation being higher than projected. The main upside risk is a more extended conflict in the Middle East, resulting in continued international commodity prices being high and their subsequent impact on domestic prices. In addition, adverse weather conditions, including the El Nino effect, could place upward pressure on agricultural prices.
Governor of the Bank of Jamaica, Richard Biles. And amid growing cries over the absence of automated banking machines in rural Jamaica, Deputy Governor of the Bank of Jamaica, G.D. Lewis, said Hurricane Melissa had a devastating impact on the country's ABMs, especially in rural Jamaica. Speaking before Parliament's Standing Finance Committee this afternoon, Mr. Lewis said the central bank is now holding discussions with the island's banks about the problem.
Hurricane Melissa had a significantly negative impact on the ABM infrastructure, which the banking sector, is just about recovering from now. In the immediate aftermath of the hurricane, about 50% of the stock was offline. As at March, we have about 90 to 95% of all ABMs back. However, there are some parishes, as you point out, where they have not been able to replace ABMs that were destroyed as a result of the passage of the hurricane. So the question as to whether or not we can compel them to put back infrastructure in those areas, I would say there's nothing in our powers to compel them. Our discussions with them, though, don't suggest that they do not have intention so to do.
The Deputy Governor admitted that the central bank does not have many tools to penalize banks for failing.
May I have to stop this? May I have a caller hold for a little while, so I'll go and take the call. Caller, good evening.
Good evening to you, sir. I know me wait patiently.
I thank you for waiting, but I nearly
No
not take your call because there's a major issue in Jamaica right now, you know.
All right, let me tell you something. Have you seen what is taking place in Albania right now?
In Albania?
Yeah.
We are talking about? Which one?
Albania, the country.
Yeah, man,
Albania.
we know the country Albania. Where you talking about?
Yeah. You know, see what? All right, so I want to give the foundation I want to go on. If you notice, Andrew only stands and plans in Jamaica right now. He's part of the tentacles of this massive, giant octopus, which called corruption. And all he's doing now is following the status quo of the elite Zionists. I'm going to bring you back to 2017, 2017, when he went to Israel. Presently, Albania, part of their natural resource, have been sold behind the people of Algeria's back to the Trump family. There's a massive demonstration going on, I think, for the 6th night now. Everybody come out because part of the natural habitats have been sold behind the people back. He's been now investigated for fraud. And the same thing I go on in Jamaica with Andrew Holness. Bengal, all of this place, and see him start with down St. Elizabeth and what they want to do down there.
Carla, are you in Jamaica?
I'm in London.
You're in London?
Yes.
Are you aware that diesel price increased today by $10 and $12.50?
All right, I want to say something to you. I'm paying two pounds per litre. 2 pounds per litre.
2 pounds per litre gas?
Yes, diesel, not gas.
Diesel? That's $4, $400 a litre that you pay, brother.
Yes.
But what is your earning per capita?
Well, let me say this to you. I work with a major courier company. I am self-employed. And we're having a severe problem because none of the price has not come down to us, none at all. Yes? So when you speak of the high price and all of that, we are aware of it. Jamaica, at this present moment, I am looking at, is going down I heard Ralston speak of the L shape in the economy. Jamaica going to go below the L shape. Because you know what happened? And I've heard, I didn't listen live Monday evening, but I listened your program. Yes, didn't listen it yesterday, but I listened it this morning, where they speak of the pepper and all of that. Jamaica is not producing anything presently. Mangoes from Jamaica, Julie mango. You can't buy one mango. It's most expensive in here. East Indian rather worse. So everything I go up, my brother. But me just want to point out for sure and say, look on the world what going around the world right now. And Joelness is a part of the negative, the illegal, and the corruption what going. And Jamaica in it. Big. So I want to point something to nephew who normally call every day. I believe in policies, not political parties. I believe in policies. Him go and end up at Jamaica there. Give him like a job, sooner get the money. Because Jamaica is going down under this government. And not even the government, under Andrew Holness hand. Me want to talk about 40 odd entities in his office. Him do that on purpose because he want control. A dictatorship because he follow the status quo. Now I go too further, I want to call you back on Saturday, but I want you I want you look into the whole dynamics. I want to go and cross the world. And I want you look on what Andrew Holness do. It's a criminal activity I go on.
All right,
Them I try
caller.
buy out all the resources. Yeah?
All right.
I want you look on it. Yeah, man, take care.
Jamaicans, it is time to protest. It is time to protest. It is time for Jamaicans to take it to the street. This must not allow to stand.
Country's sole oil refinery has announced changes to its pricing mechanism aimed at improving its ability to manage shocks and disruptions. The move follows sharp fluctuations in energy prices triggered by the U.S.-Israel conflict with Iran, which began in late February. More in this report from Prince Moore.
The company says its previous pricing regime forced it to absorb significant fuel cost increases. Petrojam reports it took on up to $21.67 per liter of a wider increase, amounting to nearly $23 million over 3 months. Under the revised system, price movements on diesel products will now be capped. Increases or decreases for automotive diesel oil and ultra-low sulfur diesel will be limited to $12.50 per liter. Petrojam says the new structure is designed to better align local fuel prices with international benchmarks, while still shielding customers from sharp market shocks. Petrojam says the revised pricing model ensures a more balanced response to both increases and decreases in global oil prices. The company adds that dealers will continue to apply their markups to determine final retail prices. Meanwhile, new fuel prices take effect on Thursday. Prince Moore, Radio Jamaica News.
Now, there are big increases for motorists who use diesel, but other motorists will pay slightly less for fuel effective tomorrow. Automotive diesel will see a significant $10.50 being added to its price, while ultra-low sulfur diesel will also be increased by $12.50. Each liter of gasoline and 90 will fall by 25 cents. However, kerosene will see a price increase of $4.50. The cost of propane will fall by 56 cents and butane will go down by 98 cents. Each petrol station will make these adjustments to their prices, which include a markup on the ex-refinery rate offered by Petrojam.
When I go sit down and take this, I wonder if you don't know what that mean. That means there will be further price increase on food. Jamaicans don't need to get up out of our house now and take this to the street. This is unacceptable. Jamaicans are not idiot. How this must happen? $10.50 on a liter of diesel, a truck car food. Every pound of flour that comes to Port Antonio is carried by a truck. And I don't care if they want to lock me up. This is time to take to the street. The government must back up. I never hear something make I feel like I want to cry. God Almighty. Let's not even talk about low sulfur. We're going at 12.50. Let's not even go there. The truck we carry banana from Rio Grande Valley got Kingston, a diesel it use. Every truck where you see on the road, a diesel them use. Some may ask you something now. The coaster man them run from Port Antonio to Kingston. I go raise bus fare. $10 per a litre. God Almighty. Jesus, you know me not bleeding him in vain. No, people get ready. Uno get ready. Uno step out. Step out. March out. How this? Judgment! This can't work. I'm gonna call everybody. Tell everybody. I done Jamaica done. Caller, you're calling from the Netherlands?
Good evening. No, not from the Netherlands, from the Caribbean Netherlands. You have a small island off the coast of St. Martin called Saba.
Okay. Oh, over the side there.
Yeah, man. Hold on, I'm going to have a speaker. Right in the Caribbean, so you have an island called Saba, the best island. And if you have close to the Saba, you have Saba, St. Martin.
I have been to St. Martin, but I've never gone to any of those.
Okay. Well, it's like 15 minutes, 12 to 15 minutes on a flight from St. Martin to Saba. Small island, man. 5 square miles big. Population over a little bit over 2,000 people.
Okay, talk to me.
Yeah, man. Bless up first and foremost. Big up yourself on the work you've been putting in. And long time we are listening. Long time.
Respect.
The Portland native like yourself. You see it?
Respect.
Me not really too want to share from the fire where I burn now still, but it's what we really call about is sport. We have a sporting event. I mean, is a cricket lover.
Yes.
So we have a sporting event. We've been doing it for past a couple of years now. It's called the ENL Cup, where we're trying to reach out to some of the youngsters in and around Portland. You know, we're trying to see if we can hold up the cricket in a Portland on a level. You know, because right over Jamaica, you realize that the cricket kind of fall off. So me and another brethren of mine, we've been promoting it for a couple of years now. But this year, it kind of bigger, better, more organized because we're partnering with the Portland Cricket Board as well. So it is going to be at Folly Oval the 12th of July. You know what I mean? So we just don't want to put it out there. I mean, we have a good platform. You have a good reach inside and outside of Jamaica. So, you know, we just want to put it out there. So for the cricket lovers in and around Port Antonio.
You have some time. 12th of July.
Yeah. Me know, but we just want to put it out there from early, you know?
Brother, me I tell you the truth. Me I hear what you say right now. But it'll go on.
Yeah, but me understand because me realize if I wear the pan, man.
No, but how you raise diesel by $10.50?
Brother, I tell you, it rough, brother. It rough.
Dead poor people dead now. Dead poor people dead now.
Man. It terrible, man. It
dead
terrible,
poor
brother.
people dead now.
Yeah, brother. A wicked man. Trust me, it's wicked. Yes, sir, but I don't know what. Me don't know what next.
All right, brother. We talk again.
Believe me, bless up. But me call you back and
yeah, man, call me again about it. Yeah.
Yeah, me send you a flyer. Me send one of the flyers.
Cool. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. Good evening.
Colin,
Yes, sir.
good evening. Hold on, make a turn off a piece of machinery here because it's serious. Can you hear me clearly?
Guide me, Jesus. Guide me, guide me, guide me, guide me. Yes, I hearing you. I hearing you.
Listen, I just, you know me, a man call you on only on important issues. And
Yes.
I was listening to you just now and I hear your heart bleed.
Father,
And when
guide
somebody
me,
like you
guide me,
and me who can still drive our car
guidance.
can look at the plight of the man
Guidance.
who can't or who is struggling to do so,
Hallelujah, hallelujah, Father. We come.
we have to share your pain and your passion. And just real
Jesus,
quick
Jesus,
to
Jesus.
point out, while you're looking at the fuel cost and the man who carried the banana from Portland Valley into Kingston and the coaster bus driver, you got to remember their problems don't stop there. Remember their licenses and fees to operate these vehicles. Remember insurance. These costed them. So we have to be able to explain to our customers, for us, those of us who do business, and for people like you talking to the public, let the people know that when you say people gotta stand up or speak out, explain a little bit more to them in layman terms what these people feel. Am I correct there?
May I listen to you, my brother? May I listen to you? Talk your talk, talk your talk, talk your talk.
Because when the fuel prices goes up like that, it eats into the amount of money this operator has to put away for the operating cost of his vehicle, which affects.
Carla, him
his
can't
pro-
put,
huh?
it can't work, so.
Yeah,
When-
it eats into
what?
his profit margin.
No, no,
and,
no, no,
and
no,
right
no, no,
now,
no. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. What will happen? That truck man will have to increase the cost that he charges people
has to.
carry the goods. So the truck will carry rice from Kingston to Port Antonio.
And the one that carry banana go town.
We'll have
Yeah.
to increase his costs. Thursday, the market truck will have to increase the cost to carry a stem of banana. Thursday.
Because immediately.
So Friday
immediately,
morning when people got market, everything have to raise. Flour just raise where they have to raise again because flour go on truck. The government here not have no vision, no rational thinking. Nobody in the government not think.
Colin. Let's throw the minimum wage in there. If this operator has a side man work on him truck, you know what that means? Remember that man there earn minimum wage and has been praying for increase, you know?
Listen, no man, if Jamaican people not get up tomorrow morning and tap out a road and tell the government, say, pull back.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question now. And this is a road that you and I, we have spoken to it and we have talked to Ralph Stan on this. What can be done now in short term, Colin, due to the fact that our GDP has been falling, it has been grounded out. We have no exports to bring US dollar in that we can continue. Did you hear the other day that Guyana is partnering with the Dominican Republic to go plant mango and something else to export?
Listen, man, this government for 10 years they have been in power and they have not come up with a strategy to grow the Jamaican economy. Everything that they have done is to destroy the Jamaican economy. Peter Phillips put in a tax called the edge tax to buy insurance to insure Jamaica against the volatility of oil on the world market. Andrew Holness and Favour Williams and Nigel Clark and Hardley Shaw say it no make no sense. See it here, bun we know. It'll mash up the country.
Let me put something in there that I was supposed to call about a couple of weeks ago. The recent closure of the biggest retail supermarket in the dormitory committee of Portmore. It was last week or week before last?
Couple of weeks ago.
All right. So my last visit, I took up a group of people there. And I was, go to this place, show it off, said this is the place you get stuff. And a couple years ago, we went there, the place was bustling. Last visit was on a Saturday morning at 11 a.m. and noticeably absent were the cars in the parking lot, Colin. And I said to the ladies, they are professionals. One of them is a lawyer, About 3 of them are nurses and the other one are managers. The others are managers. And I walked into the place and I said to the ladies, I'm gonna ask this cashier because it is obvious something is wrong. I said to the lady, what happened to all those people that used to be in here at 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. on a Saturday morning? The lady looked at me and she looked at the 5 ladies and she said, people, there's no money in Jamaica to buy anything anymore.
Ooh,
when I heard,
hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Colin,
Jesus.
you hear me? These people are from Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Florida, New York, and they're looking at each other and looking at me. When that announcement was made the other day, I got calls. A bunch of them sent me the observer thing and said, this is supermarket. I said, yes, it is. And they said to me, no, you tell me, you know more about that than us. Tell us what this means. I said, what it means is those people who get $17,000 a week and one of that week's pay only goes to the supermarket and doesn't bring home much, they are now in a more dire strait because they're telling me at boat there's another place called Price Smart. I'm like, that place is a shopping club where people who buy in bulk go there. The power of the average consumer's little $17,000 a week has already eroded. And this is now telling us that what are they going to do? Are they going to have to revert, Colin? Because remember, these retailers, these large retailers, had already put the small corner shops out of business, didn't they?
Yep.
So what does it mean? Does it mean that we're going to have to find, because these people who earn $17,000 a week could no longer go in and afford to buy a 5-pound bag of flour, a 5-pound bag of sugar? You get what I'm saying to your 3 things that can sardine? Where are they going to get 1 pound of sugar, 1 pound of flour from? Because you and I know, when you look at it, they already have to be eating less because they're spending less. Correct? What about accessibility now? How are they going to find? So the little corner shops going to have to come back into existence, and the people who cannot any longer buy 5 pounds of flour going to have to buy just the 1 pound they need each day and ration that. And then, these little people going to have to increase their costs because of their operating costs and taxes and all that stuff. But Colin, I don't really want to spend too much time because I run a piece of machinery, but there's a series of events been taking place that I don't want to propagandize nothing, but we saw something the other day. One thing before I leave, that flat top that came into Kingston Harbour last week, okay? Why have we not heard a loud cry? And why did the government not think and say that if you're going to bring a flat top, that they're going to do goodwill missions? Why wasn't that flat top docked in Montego Bay and the 3,000 out
but
of
we see any pictures. Have we seen any pictures from the goodwill mission, from the goodwill aspect of that mission? We are the pictures. We are the pictures. We are the pictures.
I didn't go there. I did not need to go there, Colin. Why didn't the crew from this flat top go? And I'm gonna tell you why. Why didn't the crew of this flat top go to the areas that I hear is under rainfall and pressure now out in Westmoreland and that part of corners of St. Elizabeth and stuff, and help build some roofs, Colin?
Little more. Gotta go.
And then go walk the shore at New Grill.
Little more.
That means question. We will talk. You get my point?
Little more.
Country's sole oil refinery has announced changes to its pricing mechanism aimed at improving its ability to manage shocks and disruptions. The move follows sharper fluctuations in energy prices triggered by the U.S.-Israel conflict with Iran, which began in late February. More in their support from Prince Moore.
The company says its previous pricing regime forced it to absorb significant fuel cost increases. Petrojam reports it took on up to $21.67 per liter of a wider increase, amounting to nearly $23 million over 3 months. Under the revised system, price movements on diesel products will now be capped. Increases or decreases for automotive diesel oil and ultra-low sulfur diesel will be limited to $12.50 per liter. Petrojam says the new structure is designed to better align local fuel prices with international benchmarks, while still shielding customers from sharp market shocks. Petrojam says the revised pricing model ensures a more balanced response to both increases and decreases in global oil prices. The company adds that dealers will continue to apply their markups to determine final retail prices. Meanwhile, new fuel prices take effect on Thursday. Prince Moore, Radio Jamaica News.
Now, there are big increases for motorists who use diesel, but other motorists will pay slightly less for fuel effective tomorrow. Automotive diesel will see a significant $10.50 being added to its price, while ultra-low sulfur diesel will also be increased by $12.50. Each liter of 87 gasoline and 90 will fall by 25 cents. However, kerosene will see a price increase of $4.50. The cost of propane will fall by 56 cents and butane will go down by 98 cents. Each petrol station will make these adjustments to their prices, which include a markup on the ex-refinery rate offered by Petrojam.
Marshy.
Colin?
Yeah, Marshy.
I tell you, Lambert can give the story better than I do. There was a young man who committed a murder. And the morning of his execution, when them opened the cell for him, his word is, I hit this.
Oh, Marshy, I hit this.
Yeah, Lambert can tell you it better than I wish him come on and tell you, I hit this. 1976, it was 2 cents. And when we said 2 cents, I mean 2 cents. And a massive demonstration led by Joan Williams and her husband with the Jamaica Labour Party. And then nearly burned down Jamaica. I mean, I talk about the $20, with PJ Patterson, 2 cents. 2 cents.
Marshy.
Yes.
Marshy.
Yes.
How this going to work? Tell me how this is going to work.
Listen to me.
Tell me how this is going to work.
Listen to me, man. Well, on. How much liter one truck hold?
About 100. 100 and little.
So all of them there's like $10 something.
No, listen. So
this I wonder if people really hear. I wonder if people understand what this is going to be. We not factorize the water. We not factorize the gas oil we have to run the water pump, We not put that in there yet, We not put the bad road condition in it yet. We not put them not go in it yet, brethren. And the little increase where them give it there, that wipe out already. The minimum wage $10 not come yet. The man them have to raise them fear again. They have to. There is no possible way. There is no
what is going to happen?
Way.
What is going to happen to electricity bill?
No.
What is going to happen to electricity bill?
How? The thing is not a joke. And listen to, I'm gonna beg people now. Don't listen. You have some blogger like one where you have called me neighbor. I'm Munchibi. I wonder what them are going to say. Sometimes I not listen to them, but I don't think them are going to agree with this. How we are going to defend it? How GLP blogger are going to defend it?
They will defend it. They guarantee that they will defend it. I guess the talking points have already been sent to them. What they must say. Because they don't talk nothing of their own. They talk what they are told to say.
Okay.
I have been warning the people of Jamaica. I've been warning the people of Jamaica that we shouldn't be accepting not even the $4.50 increase every week. Because this government made a decision to remove the insurance while still collecting the taxes.
Yes.
They have been still collecting the taxes for the insurance, and now they are going to tell us that they are going to put on $12.50 and $10 on a liter of diesel. It is diesel that moves the produce.
Yeah,
it is diesel that runs the generator for GPS.
And
it is diesel that runs the buses.
Hey,
all the government is going to affect,
This is going to inflate everything. And look here, I'd put this to it. You see how Andrew Warren delay in building the bridge and make it cost more because of the stupidness. Look here now. You see the hurricane money. You see the hurricane money where they get and put up, say it not stolen, it put on there. It not grow no interest or no. You see by the time them are gonna use it, it are gonna lose its value.
No use.
It not no use.
You hear
again.
Governor Biles tell you that inflation is going to increase in the last quarter of this year.
Listen to me. These men, this government is what you call a zeroologist. Because they're working you out to nothing. Your salary becomes nothing. Nothing. They delay with the money till the money have no value. The money when we get for hurricane, Nago can't do the amount of stuff what it could have do at the time when they get it.
Why
the money are gonna lose it.
Why me feel like why me feel like how me feel? Why me feel so?
No, I think
feel like something
the people
terrible
are gonna wake up. The people must have gonna wake up, you know.
Why am I feeling this way?
The people must have gonna wake up. And I want to tell you something, Colin. You know who first are gonna wake up? You know some of the stars and labor right are gonna get sense in their head and get up now. I realize that enough is enough. We can't take this anymore. This is very serious. Minimum wage earner. Oh, you're going to pay this kind of here. Oh, you're going to pay the price of basic food. You can't buy it again. I've done the thing done as the man said.
I hit this.
I hit this.
Later, Marshy. Later.
Yes.
Pringle.
Good evening, sir.
Why make me feel so bad, Pringle? Why me feel like something major just happened?
Where do I?
You know you're much
you
man.
know what I'm going to say?
Me know what you're going to say, you know. They must feel it.
You know what I'm going to say?
Are good for them. Me know what you're going to say. Say it.
Colin.
Say it.
Colin.
Yes, Pringle.
You could have kill up on yourself. Right? Anything the government do them all do it. The gas should have raised by 100% more. But gold in our leader now, if you go call no protest, the people go protest voluntarily. That is politics.
Why they might push the people them
raise
do.
it up as high as possible. When they feel it, they will go on the street. Why? Nobody can blame the PNP if you organize protests. That is politics.
Well,
leave them alone.
If the people they not go up on the street for this, they will never go on the street.
They don't, man. They want to feel little more, man. Them back not against the wall good yet. One little space leave behind there.
No space not left the Pringle. No, they don't know, so then can rub off. Then can rub off already. I know they don't know. All right, brother.
Only that may be said.
All right,
don't
sir.
Kill up yourself. Talk about it. But they don't apply high blood pressure over them. They have the opportunity. And what then do? Leave them alone.
Trudy in the chat room. Trudy said me vote PNP. Me not deserve this. Later.
All right, later.
Yeah, man. 1-876-804-7072. No like up the live for me. Give me a thumbs up on the live, everybody. Give me a thumbs up on share the live. Ralston, come on. See, Obi want to talk the two. Go ahead, caller.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Colleen.
Yes?
I see your plight and I see your stress. But I'm begging you, I'm 160% with Pringle. Don't hurt up your head, don't get high blood pressure. You have your children to live for. We had the opportunity. September 3rd, Marky G preached like no other I've ever seen. Walk this length and breadth of Jamaica. Truths are right, integrity boss, and them choose the evil over good.
Oh, yes.
Colleen, don't get flustered. 1 p.m. them say, 1 p.m. them get.
I want somebody to tell me the Bible story about Israel when God wanted to lead Israel and Israel wanted a leader of themselves. And God allowed them to take the leader where they want. I want somebody to come tell me that Bible story. Right now, I don't remember a lot of things right now. I want somebody to come tell me that Bible story there. Because
Colin, as I said, I know you feel it. I know it because that's how we are. We are for the people. We feel their pain. But nobody can help them but themselves. And them choose young, dress good, this and Mark Golding this, and them criticize him and them carry on. They didn't want to hear what the messenger had to say because they ate the messenger. So, Marky G not going to orchestrate any protest down there. And you don't do the same either. You're not going to any jail for them either. Let them do it because most of them it will be affecting. You see, them just get the tax men 16%, right?
And take it back.
So they give it in one hand and take it back in the other. So anybody that needs to protest is there. Those same taxmen and the others who carry those people 1 p.m. with the flags all over, disturbing the peace on the road and carry on because they have to. The 1 p.m. has to win, and we all know so 1 p.m. never win nothing. Because them not even know so them win either because they knew what they did. They didn't win it the right way. So let them do whatever they want to do. And who said they will sell their house to defend 1 p.m., let them go now and defend and go and protest. So don't have no high blood pressure over them and die and get no strokes over them and leave your children and family.
All right, caller.
Have yourself a good evening. All right. Bye-bye.
Ralston Hyman, good evening.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
What can go, Sir Ralston? $10.50 per diesel? In Raleigh? Here we go again. Raleigh?
Yeah, man, I hear you.
Yeah, man, $10.50 per diesel.
I'm hearing you.
What is that going to do to the Jamaican economy?
Wow. That's very bad. That's going to drive inflation higher.
Boy. Raleigh, talk to me. Tell me what go on today and just talk to us. Talk to us. We are listening.
That's not looking good at all. Well, the BOJ was mopping up liquidity again today. They wanted $15 billion. They got $28 billion at a rate of interest of 5.63% per annum. So that was one today. They're also reporting losses of $14 billion for the first 5 months of this year.
BOJ? BOJ had losses of that kind of money?
So those were the major highlights today.
So Petrojam said that they're moving the cap and they have
nationally the war is crude oil prices, crude oil interest rates.
Really, we can't work with this. Can't work with this. Go to the bigger instrument, Raleigh, because we're not hearing you properly. And when we hear you, sometimes it's dragging. So go to the bigger one. Go to the bigger instrument and link we back. Yeah, Raleigh? Yeah, man. Go to the bigger instrument and link we back. This evening, it's a sad evening for me. I don't know why me should have feel so, but anything we are going to affect the Jamaican people, I saw me I going to feel it. Although me and labor rights, I don't love people, I don't love nobody. Pity you, boy. Caller, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
Yes, Colin. Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah, man.
Colin.
Yes, sir.
Please do not stress yourself out, okay? The reason why the Bible tells you when the wicked rules, the people perish. When the wicked rules, the people going to feel it. Jamaican people going to feel it. Jamaican people make a choice. They choose their soul to the devil. And now the wicked is ruling and the people of Jamaica is going to perish. The people of Jamaica, when the wicked rule, the people of Jamaica live on the top island. When the wicked rule, the people of Jamaica get no land. When the wicked rule, the people get no housing, just house built that they can afford. Colin, do not stress yourself out. The wicked is ruling, and the people of Jamaica is going to perish. That's simple that. You know what I'm saying? Are you still there?
Yeah, man. May I listen to you?
Yes, Colin. Listen to me. When the wicked rule, the people perish. And one thing I want to remind you that life and death is in the power of the tongue. When Ralston comes on, he brings life to the programs. When Never come on, he brings death to your program. Life and death is in the power of the tongue.
All right, my brother.
I'm off, mate.
Respect. You know, at the first me on this program, I'm not sure what is it me want to say. Go ahead, caller.
Afternoon, Colin.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
You feel like it. You hear me? You feel like the Jamaican people them now feel the pinch?
I know they are feeling
it.
I know they are feeling it. I know. And that's why I feel the way that I feel right now.
Yeah, man. Well, I know, not feel no way. They might feel it, but guess what? They not care. The weeks gone by, but the gas price raised weekly. Do they hear anybody cry out? Did you hear anybody say to the government, be separate and apart from the bloggers like yourself or the broadcasters like yourself? Did you hear John Public cry out, say, government, we can't take this?
No, that's why they get it. That's why they get it, you know.
Exactly.
That's why they get
when
it, you
know.
know.
Price rise, when follower price go up, did you hear anybody ball?
No, because I tell you something, you know, Carla.
Okay.
Remember, you know, it was on this channel the Sunday morning after Daryl Vaz come out when me ball out. And it happens to be that I was invited by Ralston on his program the same Sunday. And when I go on Ralston program and I mention it, and Ralston show why the increase now for go on, RGR carried it and the government hold off. Daryl Vaz's argument was that I am not a public commentator, I'm a political activist. And they hold off for a little while. And see them come here now and lace it upon them full.
Let me say something to you. Jamaica, you see when them tell us about what is not broken, don't fix it. You see Jamaica has to go broke, it has to go shatter, it has to go twist up, somebody has to go dead, people have to go ball, hunger have to go lick some of them before joy comes in the morning, because obviously nobody cares, nobody's listening. Because if you as a motorist, let me give you a scenario. The night of the blackout, I called one of my sisters, government worker.
Yeah.
You would expect as a government worker, the person is supposed to have some general understanding of what is taking place. I said to her that, you know, government wicked and Andrew Wallace may cause the blackout and all of them something. I mean, I explained to her about geopolitics and what going on Iran. You know, she looked at me and tell me, say, if a geopolitics make her light bill at $20,000 a month,
exactly.
I was shocked.
Also, she never knows that geopolitics make her light bill at $20,000.
I was shocked. Colin, somebody of her stature no understand the politics itself.
Yeah.
On just a basic level,
But
what say the common man in the streets.
Hold on, caller. You remember the brother we call you? Since we can call you and say most of who vote are dunce?
Yeah.
Maybe your friend never voted. No?
Well, she said she vote. But what I say is this, Colin. People don't understand that even the basic of what politics is about.
Don't have a
because
clue.
if they did, they would know that when gas price go up, food price automatically goes up with it.
Got to.
Because transportation affects every single thing, every market, every aspect. Transportation affects it.
But caller, diesel more so. Diesel more so. And if this stupid government, if this government had any sense at all, it would have easier put on that pan gasoline more than diesel. Because diesel is going to affect every piece of food you eat.
Productivity, everything is going to go down. If shit can't move, supply and demand are going to go up, and that automatically going to make price raise. Because you're going to have shit and people can't buy it.
Look here.
So,
Look here.
Tell my mother say, listen to me.
What go up. Let me tell you all of the things that will go up. Cement will go up. Black will go up.
Building materials. Building materials overall.
I go up because none of the vehicles we can building material no use gas.
They run on gas.
A diesel they use. That's why I tell you that this government is lost, have no sense of direction.
Colin, listen to me. The whole way knows that the government is wicked and uncaring. But as far as me concerned, Jamaican people them wickeder to themselves.
Put it on them, Andrew.
Put it
on them.
And them are the problem. We hard know say Andrew a wicked liar than thief and the whole party members them are lying.
Put it on them, Andrew.
That is written. And the people them need to understand what take place. And then if you know so what Andrew do to them a wickedness. And then if you know say when price go up, Andrew can still buy steak and in some and them have to go and finish up buy 3 slices of bread, 1 egg or 1 cheese or 2 piece.
A $50 million taxpayers are putting in Andrew Wellness house every year, you know. $50 million in a female house alone every year.
Me tell my mother say, because where my mother come from is a labor rights era, right? It's a swing state because we come from East Rural St. Andrew, so it's swing. And in the era upon me there is a bunch of labor right there. My mother have her own thing. She don't need to beg nobody. But guess what? Then come off here, daily come beg. And I tell her, I say, not even ice water, not even icy mint. Make them dead for hungry. Who for dead? Dead for hungry. Because all of them, my mother asked them to vote and who tell them, say, oh, me now vote this election, me now vote this election. And I say, people come out of them house, come with $5,000 to come vote just for $5,000. Jamaican people them need to feel it. Me need them to, me say 4th term Anjo, 4th term loading Anjo, take all 5 to. 4th term 5, 6, don't come out Anjo, make them feel it. Because when them sit down there, I behave as if say, they not so go on. But you buy last week with $10,000, can't buy next week with the same 10. And you know, sit down comfortable like everything is okay. Everybody sit down like so they can go, like so they can go a price mark with $100,000 go fill them house a week time or a month time. Look like Jamaica have some money we don't know about.
Later, Carla.
Some money are circulating in the country we don't know about. Then they're dead.
Later. Never.
Hello, good afternoon.
This afternoon you can't good Neville. There's nothing good about this afternoon.
Hello, good evening, Colin.
There's nothing good about this evening, Neville.
Right, just, you know, mannerism.
Well, say evening. No put on, just
evening.
Say evening, Neville.
Yeah, evening to all the Colin Bell Show family.
Yes.
Colin, Iran get some heavy licks as you speak, you know. And Russia take some heavy licks today as well, you know. Hello?
Yeah, man, may I hear you?
Russia took some heavy licks today.
Yes.
So the two front of the war intensify. The World Cup can't keep it.
Where say the World Cup can't keep?
No, the FIFA going to have call off this World Cup. You know, there's some fiasco going on in the World Cup and what people can't go in America.
Yes, man.
All the Iranian team, they don't even get no tickets to give the spectator. Any well-thinking country in the world now would boycott the World Cup. We can't keep World Cup in this atmosphere. Because we can't sit down and watch World Cup when my light bill's high. And so much people around me are dead, especially, man. We can't watch World Cup in them place, man.
Can't be for true.
Anyway, Colin, I don't give financial advice, but I want to put a suggestion on your program. Now is the time for people to activate their inner circle of good families and good friends.
Talk to me.
And keep a meeting tonight or tomorrow morning at the dinner table or at work. And you know who have your back and who don't have your back. And find out who can bury themselves. So that you know where your financial status is, you know?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people going to be stressed out.
Well, that's why we need the World Cup, you know, because the sports can relieve a little of the stress.
Yeah, that will be just make-believe in my world.
Yeah.
Because, Colin, clearly the government don't have the citizens of the country's back.
No, not at all. When Fieval tell us that she have our back, this is what she mean. This is what Fieval meant by having our back. And the people can rest assured. This is what it meant. God
and
Almighty.
When you look at the fact, when you look at the fact that we used to get oil from Venezuela, and the oil edge that was in place that the government removed, it shows you that their risk management strategy is very poor.
They didn't have any. None at all. What poor? They didn't have any risk management. Peter Phillips putting that in place. Them say that not needed. And the people now are going to sit down and take that after you collect my money for insure oil. And now oil a runway. You are liquid with $10.50 increase. Me not even go to the $12, you know, because most of the vehicle them will use low sulfur. Or people them will good can buy low sulfur. But the little truck man will use regular diesel. The bus man will use regular diesel. $10.50 one lick.
Yeah, that means the government playing a game named All Is Mine.
Man, the government
so
is
who can walk?
I wreck this, I wreck the Jamaican economy, you know. Wreck it,
They don't business
it,
about the Jamaican economy. They just business about themselves.
May God
but
Almighty.
Huh?
Me say, may God Almighty.
On the budget, this does show you that there is no budget for the country.
No budget?
No, there is no budget for the country.
You see, we've been warning this. Never. We've been warning this country, you know. From the government move the oil edge. This is something that we constantly talk about, that this is a bad move. A bad move.
Years.
And see it, you know,
has been talking about it for years.
See it, you know, it come home to roost. $10.50 and a liter of diesel. $10.50 and a liter of diesel. $40. $42 for a gallon of gas. For a gallon of diesel.
I want to leave the word of the day on your program.
Go right ahead, sir.
The word is reciprocity. Everybody listening to this program, go on your internet and look up the word reciprocity, what it means.
Raleigh.
And start applying that to your life as of now.
Raleigh, we're hearing you. All right, Neville. We're hearing you, Raleigh. Are you hearing us?
Yeah, man, clearly.
Yes, man. This sound like you're there now. Talk to me now. Tell me what I want now.
Yeah, as we said, the Bank of Jamaica wanted to mop up 15 billion today. They got 28 billion. The Bank of Jamaica is also reporting that they lost some $14 billion during the first 5 months of this year. Those are the big local events, and internationally, we see that the war is accelerating again. So we see oil prices, UK oil, $93.10 per barrel. American oil, $92.24 per barrel. It is costing the US government 3.8% per annum to borrow for 6 months, 4.14% to borrow for 2 years, 4.28% to borrow for 5 years, 4.55% per annum to borrow for 10 years, and 5.03% to borrow for 30 years. The exchange rate in Jamaica today, 159.31, the Canadian 115.59, the pound $214.03, and the euro $187.56.
159. So the dollar is declining now.
Yeah, moving in the right direction based on the fundamentals.
But rally, and increase the man them move the cap now. And one go you put on $10.50 per regular diesel and $12.50 per low sulfur.
That's madness. That's going to inflate the economy. So you're going to see the BOJ with more activities that will shrink the economy more and push us into a deeper recession. And the recession will be longer than it should be.
What kind of thinking is that, Rally? What kind of thinking is that?
No, mad. It's not thinking, it's madness.
My view on the whole thing is that if you did go that way there with gasoline, it would have bad, but I don't think it would have the effect that diesel will have. Am I right?
That doesn't make any sense. That's madness.
No, when I say Rally, gasoline would have less effect on the economy than diesel. Is that right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's madness, that, man. That is going to drive up energy. That is going to drive up energy costs. That is going to lead to a greater contraction in household consumption. That is going to make firms more in other words, simply translated, it is going to deepen the recession.
Mash them and mash up the economy now,
crazy.
Rally. Mash them and mash it up now.
Yeah, crazy. Them mash it up more.
Guy, mash up already. Caller, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. Hold on, caller.
Yes, they continue to do that because the Donald says he's going to hit Iran hard tonight.
But they've been hitting Iran from last night. In Rally?
Yeah, they said they're going to hit harder today, and the Iranians said they're going to hit back. Because one of the key cards that they say they're going to block the Straits of Al-Mandab, yeah? Which is a choke point near Yemen, which is going to drive up fertilizer and crude prices even higher.
So what is happening with the Strait of Hormuz now? That is open now?
No, that is blocked too. So when you block the Straits of Al-Mandab, it makes the situation worse.
So we're going to say
so that is madness. US inflation came out at... Yeah, man. Further. By tomorrow again, not by next week. Tomorrow. They're already up today. Global equities market stumbled today. Oil prices climb. Bond deals climb. US inflation came out at 4.2% in May. The core rate was 2.9%. So we're seeing higher interest rates in the US, higher interest rates in Japan, higher interest rates in the Eurozone, higher interest rates in the UK, slower global economic growth, deeper recession. So these guys are making it even worse for the Jamaican people because they don't understand international economics.
So the people who just sit down and take this $10 increase here, Rally, you think? 10-50 increase?
Yeah, man, them can't do anything, man. Jamaican people are very dormant and docile, man. Them all do it. Why you think them do it? Them know so them can't get out of it. Nothing ever happen. What ever happen?
I hope we're wrong this time.
Nothing is going to happen.
We have a call on the line. Caller, go ahead.
Yes, brother Colin. Good evening.
Yes, sir.
They get come call first. Other people are calling. What may I say? You see, they have a sense anyway. By food to shop low people in general.
Yeah.
People may have all right. Remember the government when they come up, they start chick everybody, you know. But people don't realize that chicken, you know. But he use as a little small little way. Make a good thing to do. You know what I mean? Because remember I say, no tax man when they come in person, and no good country now this world that you can't go without a pay tax, because you pay tax for food. Everything about you pay tax.
You never said no tax. I don't know tax. Them say no new tax.
Anyway, whichever way, you still have to pay tax for food thing. Whichever way you buy, if you have a sweet, you buy, you still have to pay tax for it. Wherever. Anyway, stick up in. Remember, all right, this is one of millions of what they do. Then take 20% for them pay though. Answer me. Then take 20% for them pay. Jamaica
yes.
Eh?
I don't really 300% them taking out 200 odd. I'm not 300.
If I'm 50% then take come with seeing with food. Do I put 50% for teacher and police and yeah?
No, they gave them 20% I think that time around.
Yeah, then I put none. God knows them put for teacher
over a 4-year period. But over a 4-year period. Remember, it's over a 4-year period.
All right, we can stay at that now. What them put in place with Jamaica people, when they just hope at least they can't take out the person of it. When PMPD in, they used to buy the something furniture for the gas something, right? Or the edge. Yeah, you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
So, this is buy something with the edge, the press off with the gas, right? What them put in place since then coming into 3 term now? What them put in place is the poor the people that pick up pressure off with that when the gas go up at least something there in place. For instance, when the gas go up at least, if you put it up for the next country, at least you have something in place to pick up pressure with, at least if it go up at least with enough at the same time. What them put in place with us, for the people in general.
Raleigh, are you off your answer him, Raleigh?
Yeah, but they don't put anything in place. The caller is right. They haven't put anything in place, so the public will have to bear the full cost of that, which means that they'll have to reduce the other things that they are buying, which means that firms have to cut the amount of goods that they are producing, which means that firms have to lay off people, which means that the recession will get deeper, which means that it'll be more difficult to export, given the 28% drop in exports already because you become more uncompetitive. Simple. I'm telling that's straightforward, basic economics. So I'm telling you, them don't know what them doing.
Yeah. So send this part now as an example. So I then put themselves for them there. And the people vote for them. I'm gonna vote for them.
Yeah, man.
Caller, your phone nice, man. You have me on speaker? Or you having a headpiece?
Oh. Alright, let me call this off, right?
Yeah, man, the thing nice, bad man. And you listen to win at something else as well.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, you look better now?
Yeah, man, go ahead.
As an example, to all me see it, from him come in, he not put not that all in place Jamaica people. What me see him put in place, him put things to make sure him all right. And whoever in parliament, for instance, 35 of them, I mean, that's a bit for the opposition as well. Because when them raise them prayer, the opposition gets some money too. But when they think about it, about 30,000, then GDP, yeah, and they come back again, they come back again for instance, up to 18,500. Up to the 18,000, you put in GDP, put that 1,000, what 1,060,000 can buy for that. Eh? So this was, for instance, a man try to blind fool the people all the while, and at the end of the day, if we get his way, and then the day, if everybody will suffer. So as far as me concerned, I see this man now represent the people, he represent himself alone. As far as me concerned, he man in a class by himself, he not in a class with Jamaica people.
Well, me on glass.
You understand me? He man thinking about out and bring back to people in general.
Me on glass, you one thing.
Bring back to himself. If anything, and push come to show, been taking pain and down, and everybody will suffer, brother. The man don't now represent Jamaica people, brother. The man love Jamaica people. Boldly as fast as he's
what are you going
to start to go people and hacks. I'm going to go by and talk because people talk and I mean one thing. I say the man that represent Jamaica people, but the man that putting nothing in place Jamaica people. The man of the school, man of the hospital, the man of the factory, not that with Jamaica people. So if think not that we can say this man do something. When PJ Patson in and push him say him, you see what him do? What him do?
All
not
right.
matter how some Maldiams are saying, no matter what PJ Patson and them become near for him.
All right, caller, give thanks.
Not time, no brother.
All
right.
Brother,
I'm tell you something to make us pray to God that turn, but it go rough.
All right.
Thing of the South God the mercy.
All right, sir. The man said it a rough rally.
Yeah, the caller's observation is right. We have been saying that from day one. It a rough. And as Slim Smith said, it's gonna get rougher yet.
Oh, hear me?
Remember the Slim Smith song there?
Yes,
Yeah,
man.
man.
It's gonna get
rougher yet.
yet.
Yeah, man.
People,
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
hear children. It's gonna be rough.
It's gonna get rough. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. No, Ralston, man, the country has not been producing. If you talk about commercial activities, machine and all of that, those machines are run by diesel. If the government finds itself in a position where they say that they can contain the costs and you're going to go high on one fuel, diesel is the best one you're going to go high on?
Colin, the whole thing is madness. You can't go high on no fuel price at this time. And I'm saying to you, all that is going to do is to make the country more uncompetitive in terms of exporting. So we're going to find that more imports are going to flow into the country. The trade deficit is going to get wider because we're more difficult to export because we already have all the highest energy and production costs in the Caribbean and in the entire world. It means also that local consumers will have less money to buy other goods and services if they are going to buy fuel. Remember, you have diesel cars and all of those things on the road. So what we're saying to you is that consumption will decline, investments will decline, the trade deficit will get wider. All of those things contract the economy. So we'll get the L-shaped recession that we're talking about, that they're denying, they are bringing it on. Bring it on. Yeah. Stupidity, them dunce.
You heard Governor Biles to the rally? Did you hear anything out of the standing?
No, what he said.
Let me give you a little
No, what
piece.
he said.
Let me give you a little piece. Let me give you a little piece of what Governor Biles said today. Hold on.
The extent of damage to critical oil and gas infrastructure in several Middle Eastern countries. Recovery is anticipated to take several months or maybe even years. Against this background, over the June and September 2026 quarters, domestic inflation is forecast to trend upward from 4.3% at April 2026 and is projected to breach the upper limit of the bank's target range of 4 to 6%. This will be mainly driven by supply and cost pressures, including increased energy and transport-related inflation resulting from rising crude prices. And secondly, the second row or latter impact of higher energy-related inflation on the prices of other goods and services.
The BOJ governor.
You hear the man, Raleigh?
That ABC, we have been saying that a long time. Yeah, but I'm saying that he's saying nothing. Those are things that we know from a long time. And the question I would ask him, why is it that you're using demand management policies to deal with supply side inflation? Him does map up $95 billion in 1 week out of the system. So if you know that is a supply shock, what is it? Why is it that you're using demand management to deal with the supply side inflation? You're using the wrong tool. So I'm not impressed with what he's saying. We don't know that long time ago.
Him not said nothing we never tell you, but why me play it? Because it is the same thing that you've been saying where people are calling you lie man and people are calling you idiot for rate you. And now the governor of the Bank of Jamaica, almost 6 months after you've been saying it, come tell it to the parliament. What are they going to say
Precisely.
now? What are they going to say
and
now?
Similarly, the fiscal commissioner told them last week what we have been telling them for 10 years, that they not spending the capital budget is damaging to the economy. Them dunce, man. Them not have no sense, man. The question, if I was at that committee, I'd ask the governor, is why is it that you are using demand management policies to manage supply side inflation? That's the question I would ask him.
We have a call on the line.
You map up $95 billion in 1 week to deal with supply side inflation. A joke business, that.
So there will be no investment in Jamaica from the private sector, Rally?
No. While the consumers' purchasing power will shrink. I remember, we have a thing we call the money multiplier. So when the governor take out $1 out of the bank, out of the system, or $16 worth of spending power that we're talking about,
How that work?
So
Tell
it's
the
not
people how that work. Or you get 16 out of $1.
what I think we call the money multiplier, where it is the reserve ratio 1 divided by the reserve ratio. So if the reserve ratio is 6%, because the cash reserve ratio is 6%, yeah. When you divide 1 by 0.6, yeah, you get 16, 0.16. So
Yeah.
everything have a multiplier effect, yeah, because the money, remember the money circulate, yeah. So a dollar go round from one person to another. So that matters to them know about economics. We have what we call the investment multiplier and the money multiplier. So when you take out a dollar out of the system, it's not only a dollar, because a dollar would have circulated to Colin, to me, to this, to that, to come to deal with transaction. Yep.
That dollar they would have dip on the ground, a circulate for a while.
Circulate, precisely. Yep. So I kill them, I kill the economy. Him too. Them don't know what them doing. Yep.
The number is 1-876-804-7072. We have a call on the line. Caller, good evening. Welcome and go ahead.
We alone in the wilderness. 40 days and 40 nights in the wilderness.
You're lucky you can't sing.
Me have to sing, Colin.
You're lucky.
We are go ball, Colin. We are go scream, Colin. We are go shout, Colin.
When me hear the 1050 rally, me almost ball, you know. I say, what kind of
madness, man?
Oh, the government
madness.
Oh.
Madness. But yeah, do that again.
Colin, no, don't say that, Colin. We did not expect any better from this government. I was going to ask Uncle Ralston, and he confirmed when I was listening today. This system, financial system, or the bank, Mr. Biles and him Sydney Ketar, him team, are they into the money janitorial business or the money maintenance business? Because they've been mopping up a lot. I have to ask, is which one of the janitorial business they're in? Because they've been mopping up a lot.
Right, and that's what I'm saying to you, Colin. Let me explain something. Yeah? Notice what I'm saying. The inflation is supply shocks. There are two types of inflation. One is the Keynesian type, which was invented by John Maynard Keynes, where too much money are chased too few goods. It means people have too much money to buy goods and services. And then there's the other side, where there's a supply side, which was created by Abba Lerner, where rising fuel costs and production costs drive up prices. This is the inflation that the world is facing, supply side inflation. So if central banks use demand management policies to deal with that, what you do is what you call stagflation. Yeah, where you have decline in economic activity, people are lose jobs, and inflation still remain high. So
this is
he's aggressively using the wrong tool to deal with the situation.
Uncle Ralston,
Yep.
Uncle Ralston.
Yeah,
you
man,
know
here.
what? There's a caller that called a while ago, and I'm singing about the wilderness because we reject what was in place for us, but he still gave us 28 representatives. We know we have to feel it because the lady said, and it's what's happening. They will not react until it's become desperation. And the pain that is happening now, they did not understand and know. Some who know disregard, because they can go buy their steak and then lobster and then shrimp.
Yeah, man.
But the common household, which is, if you look at it, Colin and Uncle Ralston, the percentage of the people in Jamaica that eat steak and lobster and shrimp or can't afford it is what, 75%, 80% of the population?
Yeah, man.
Because you've been telling them.
Consumption.
So who does it affect, Colin? Who does it affect? The working class? Because remember, we have no middle class.
Yeah, the middle class
We
has
just
been
have
wiped
working
out.
poor.
White out. Yeah,
Yes.
man. Mm-hmm.
So Uncle Ranson, am I correct to say 90% or 85% of Jamaica people are working class people?
Yeah, man, you're spot on. And they have what we call, that's why I'm telling you that they need for do a course in economics. They have what we call a higher marginal propensity to consume. In other words, them spend most of them income on the purchasing of basic goods and services. So if you cut out their spending power, you're killing the economy. Yep. So none of
That's
them
why
have done
yesterday
anything.
me tell you about
Yeah.
the heart surgeon, Uncle Ralston. What can
Correct.
kickstart the heart of Jamaica? Because it's on a flat lining now. It's upon a flat lining now.
No, it's not a flat line. It a decline.
Be
It not a flat line. It a decline. Flat line and when it's stable, it a decline.
Is this we said Tala?
Later, caller. Later, we're running. Hold on the caller. So, Ralston, everything that this government is doing is going in the wrong direction.
Because them don't know nothing about economics. That is my point, may I tell you. Them don't know anything about the concepts of economics and them thing. Their political propaganda them are run upon. Them now match out the thing and them not understand economic theory properly. Because you can't use supply side demand management to deal with supply side inflation. What you need is more efficiency and greater spending. Similarly, the masses of the people have what we call a higher marginal propensity to consume. In other words, them spend most of their money on the purchasing of basic goods and services. That is why GCT is the largest tax collection, because them pay. So when you take away them spending power, it means that you're killing the economy. Consumption was 80% of the economy about 5 years ago. Consumption is just now about 70% of economic activity.
So consumption is going down.
Down, yeah. People are buying less goods and services. That's
and
correct.
That's why Mega Mart had to close their doors.
After lockdown. Precisely.
Because
that's the point I'm making.
Those companies run on volume of sale.
Precisely. That's the point I'm making to you. Yeah, that's the point I'm making to you. Simple.
So, but
simple.
Really,
so
it not take a genius to understand that if you increase diesel so high, all building materials going to have to increase, all food going to have to increase, electricity bill going to increase. It not take no genius to know that, Raleigh. So what these men are doing?
That's why I'm telling you them don't, because if the people have a fixed income and you increase the price of everything on a fixed income, it must mean them are going to buy less. And if them start buying less, it means that the firms have to produce less. And if firms are producing less, it means them have to let go some people. It's simple. That's why I'm telling them don't.
Let me go
basic
to a
economics, them there 1, 2, 3. Yep.
Let me go to a call. Caller, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. The teacher, the professor is on the line. Go ahead.
Good evening, Colin.
Yes, sir.
On to the great economy.
Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, man. Bless you.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Bless you.
You know, I just want to draw your attention to a factor that you mentioned in previous discussion, but this you did not explore. But this Southern Jamaican development that all stretched from Black River up to Clarendon. I've been told that, and I hope I'm wrong, that whole area for development by the Israelis. The air base or the near base or the airport, whichever one you prefer, is for them. Massive hotel development in houses and residential areas, non-inclusive hotels, which means they are allowed to room. They're taking over that whole southern belt of Jamaica. I just want to know if this is so.
We wouldn't know.
I want to go explain
we
to us who are investors in this new so-called smart city.
We have to find a way to get those questions answered, caller, because the government don't speak to the media. You understand? They don't speak. I should say they don't speak with the media. Them on the talk to people. Them on the speak to. They don't speak with.
Yeah. And them speak to a select group.
Colonization project, you know. The Israelis are colonizing areas outside of their borders. They started down in Africa there recently, where they are trying to make sure that their people can have access to places across the globe.
Yeah, man, and they're doing that with Gaza and Lebanon. Yeah.
But we need to look at it. This is a suicide or a genocidal, diabolical country, illegal country has been cited for genocide in the United Nations. We should have no dealings with them whatsoever.
And you know, one of the things, Carla, as you mentioned that I want to call out to Jamaicans, the World Cup starts tomorrow. No Jamaican should support Argentina. I am saying that here and now. Argentina, the United States of America, Israel, when the UN called for a vote to say that slavery was a crime against humanity, they voted against it. They didn't even abstain. Argentina voted against it. Israel voted against it, and the United States. No Jamaican. I used to be a football supporter of Argentina. I will no longer support Argentina.
Yeah, me too.
No more.
Me too. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I'm calling on every Jamaican not to support Argentina. No matter how you love Messi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
stand
man.
up
True.
for principle. Our four
yeah,
parents
thing have
were
to take a different
enslaved.
level now.
Yeah, man. Our four parents were enslaved. And when Ghana take it to the UN to say slavery was one of the biggest crimes against humanity, Argentina voted against that.
Colin, you must remember, you know, that the first slave traders were Jews. Some prominent names still stand in Jamaica. They were the first ones. Their ships were their own ships. They lived at Port Royal. And in 1893, that earthquake was not against pirates or suffered the pirates. It suffered the Jews. That's why Kingston became the capital, because they migrated to Kingston.
Hold on a little bit. Hold on there. Brady said that's total rubbish, Colin. What is total rubbish? Withdrawing our support from Argentina? Well, let me tell you something. The world too small, you know, and too connected. For my four parents were enslaved. And when it got to the court, when it got to the United Nations, a country tried to tell us that slavery was not wicked to our four parents, and me must support them on a football pitch. You're mad, man. You can support them if you want. Not supporting them no more.
6 million in Germany and 11 million in the Atlantic Ocean. Which one is a greater genocide?
Yeah, man. And Israel voted against it too. Yet the Prime Minister is in bed with the Israeli government. Fireburn upon them. Anyway, call a little more. I'm running here, taking a few more calls. Junior.
Howdy.
Wagwan, the war part, crowdy.
Howdy.
You know, say, Mr. When I go to school, Rajasthan never teach me. You know, say, the class need to sit down and start listening to Ralston. Ralston came on yesterday and he was talking about what caused inflation and explain how demand can cause it and he explain how cost can cause it. And look what I'm doing today.
Yeah.
But the cost of fuel going up. Now, think about it, Colin. When fuel price go up on diesel, every striking thing in the manufacturing sector and the transport sector going up.
Every price I forgot. Right? Manufacturing, transport, services, because everything have to deal with some form of energy because we live in an energy intensive economy. So every price I forgot.
Right, son. You can take penny the pound.
Can do what?
You can't take penny the pound.
No.
What is that?
The policy, what the Bank of Jamaica is following can't work. Ralston has
Can't
been
work.
saying that to us for the longest while. And me can remember when me do A-level at school. And the same thing them teach me. You can't have
That
an
me I tell you.
inflation caused by cost and use mopping up money to make it work. It can't work.
Yeah, man. Or the wrong tool. Yeah, use demand management to deal with supply side. Yeah, man. Them dunce, man. Yeah, man.
And the man them put on blinkers and I go down the road same way, you know.
Same way. Same way.
The man
That
them
me
put
tell you.
on blinkers and they're going down the road full speed ahead.
Total
Yeah,
irresponsible. Yeah.
correct the economy.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes, sir. You remember the man who called yesterday and said how many times Ralston have to be right for them to listen?
Yeah, me here. We start with every number.
But you know what I see with this government rally? They are doing everything to prove you wrong.
But them can't prove me wrong because what I'm saying, all of them need to go back and do a course. All of them need to go back and do a course in basic economics. Yeah, because basic economics, as the man tell you when I'm doing A-level, you can't use demand management policy to manage supply side inflation. If them did read John Maynard Keynes, who is the father of economics, father of the multilaterals, them would have learned that. If them did read about Haba Lerner from the London.
They fight against him.
Yep. Yep.
They do what?
Yep.
They do what?
Them already, man.
They fight against Keynes.
Yep.
Well,
they remember say the monitors them what came in with Reagan. Keynes, you know.
Yeah, man. Milton Friedman and yeah, man. And you're correct,
ahead,
man.
Raleigh.
Milton Friedman, Art Laff, and all of them, man. That's what I'm telling you. These people are running the economy. Them don't know about economic theory. Them don't know any of the great economists them in the world who created certain things. Other some little man just get some position and get some titles and them come up. That's the point I'm making. Yeah, that's the point I'm making to you. That's the point I'm making to you. Where them read every time we ask a question, what do they read? Which data we have refer to? What the reference point or what do they do? Them just a try a thing, them don't know what them doing.
But they can't just crash the country so rally. And I know like
but that's
the ideas people out there give them the ideas. You are out there every God Almighty day talking about these things. 7 days a week in the media in a rally. 7 days a week.
Course.
You're in the media.
And what I tell them for years.
And 3 times on Sunday.
Yep. What I tell them for years. Them just not ready. Yeah. That's the point I'm making to you. Them not ready, man.
Later, Neville, let me see if I can take 2 more calls before we complete. Yeah, go ahead.
You hear the Capri report?
Capri, what them say?
They want to throw the teacher them under the bus.
Capri, what them say about the teachers?
Them say that education putting enough money into that sector.
There's enough money in the education sector?
Yeah, they said that.
But Capri is a Caribbean. Capri, hold on. Capri looking at the Caribbean, not just Jamaica.
Yeah, no, Jamaica, them look at most, man. And a Damian King. So what you expect? A Damian King, you know.
No make no sense.
Yeah,
Because
man.
I try to make it look like say the government has spent all that money on education. And they never say money are thieves.
We have to look on that Saturday morning rally.
Yeah, man, and the ministry, and the capital budget, the Ministry of Education have the capital budget. As Damian King, Capri or Damian King, man, say the normal rubbish. Yep.
What is in the budget for the Ministry of Education this year?
The capital budget is about $2 billion. So that's why them can't build a school, can't build a... Yeah, man, the education budget...
Hold on, little junior. 2 billion with all of the school them mash up down the west. That
are
they going to fix those school different from that 2 billion?
Well, we don't see them do a supplementary estimate for deal with that. So a foolishness matter. Garbage. That's normal Kenyan garbage, man. Yeah, man, rubbish.
So the government is also on a path to destroy education in the country as well.
But that has been destroyed already. You know, see that? Why I think the people are so fool and can't understand basic economic concepts and basic things. They know see that already, man. Keep them dunce. Yeah, as Bob said, they say what we know is just what they tell us.
Yeah, man.
You see it all over the country. Dunceness affect the country. You see? Yeah. You see it? 3% unemployment, yet GDP are declined because we're not producing the value added goods because the people are not properly trained. We see that?
3%
Come on, we
unemployment and
understand it.
GDP are go down.
All right. So let me give you another concept for them to understand.
Yeah.
J.M. Clark from Columbia University invented what we call the concept of diminishing marginal productivity. What I must say is that if every time you add an extra man to the labor force, you get less output, it means that productivity is declining because of the lack of training as well as investment in education and technology. This is what happened in Jamaica. The more people employed, the less output you get per man. Diminishing marginal productivity, real economies, people. Yep.
So it means you employ more people to stand up and look. You employ more people for pop bag in the supermarket. You employ more people for throw box in a Mr. Chin supermarket. You employ more people for stand up and watch people shop.
Precisely. You get the point. You remember your grandmother used to tell us that? Remember your granny used to tell us that too many rats not dig a good hole.
Hold on, Junior. Where's the rally?
Yeah.
Where's the rally? Remember
your grandmother used to tell us that too many rats not dig a good hole.
That is it.
You remember your grandmother used to tell you too many rats don't dig a good hole.
That is it. Go ahead, Junior.
Diminishing.
But you remember last week when the ship was around, we never hear about no killing.
No? But the police then get to between yesterday and today. Yes. Later, Junior. The police then get to between yesterday and today. The police have put down about 11 people about that rally. Have you been following that?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, of course. I follow everything, man. Right. And as the recession deepens, more of that are going to happen. As the recession deepens, more of that are going to happen because more people are get desperate. You get the point? Those are some of the fallout from the recession. Yep.
Why did
again another
what? Go ahead.
Another concept. Professor Paul Samuelson, I want to teach them. He was the first American economist to win the Nobel Prize. He won it in 1970. He created a concept what he called the wasteful output gap. So when the economy are underproduced, you waste land, you waste people, you waste resources. That is what takes place in Jamaica. You follow me, I said here? Yes. So the wasteful gap is the difference between what you are capable of producing and what you are currently producing. Jamaica is underproducing, so you have a whole heap of youth unemployed and desperate. You have a whole heap of idle land. You have a whole heap of idle factory space downtown, Kingston, Spanish Town Road. All those things is what Samuelson called the wasteful output gap. Them don't know anything about economics.
And also, Raleigh, they've been talking about the underemployment.
Yeah.
That is also a big factor where you have people with degrees sit down in a call center making calls.
Precisely. That's part of the wasteful. Yeah, that's part of the. Yeah, man, that's part of the wasteful output gap. Underemployment. People do jobs that are below their skill sets. Yeah. And this is the responsibility of the government to change that direction by investing more in education and training and infrastructure. Yep. These fellas don't have a clue about what they're doing.
No, like up the live, people. Like up the live. Touch the thumbs up and share up the live. Going to another caller. Caller, good evening and welcome.
Yeah, blessing, Colin.
Yeah, man. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. We have the professor, the top financial analyst, anywhere you can think of, on the line with us this evening. Ralston, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, blessing. Again, bless up yourself, Rasta. You know, I really enjoy, always enjoy the program, especially when, Rasta is on it. To tell the truth, we learn a lot. Things that we never know, because no one was telling us.
Yes.
Everyone was keeping everything, the knowledge to themselves, and keeping the people don't. So we really appreciate for you to get Rasta every time to come on the program. But I have two issues with him.
Man.
One is the killing that is going on. It is, I'm saying, no country can run like that, No country cannot run like that, because they said that one, we have labor shortages, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have labor shortages and we don't have enough people trained and young people, whatever and so forth. But I'm saying, when we kill out the young men. How the future will look? I want to know how the future is going to look.
And at the same
what going
happen?
Eh?
Go ahead, Raleigh.
We will have a future. You're correct, caller. We have a future. And to say that there's a shortage of labor is lie. There's a shortage of skilled labor because you have 715,000 persons outside of the labor force. Over 300,000 of them should be working, but the government not investing in education and training. So you have a problem. And those who are in the workforce, many of them are untrained. So although you have more people working, you are getting less production and less output per man.
And some of them outside the workforce, Rally, that should be in the workforce. Some of them are trained, you know, but they're not working for the low salary and they're not taking up the underemployment.
Correct, yeah, man. Yeah, man.
So
That's correct.
The thing is, how can our young people we get them into the labor force? What can we do? What can the government do? Because it don't look good none at all.
Let me
young people, they are finding ways and means, and then sooner or later the police are kill them.
Let me say something.
Like that.
Let me say something about that, caller. One of the things that the government of Jamaica need to invest in is the culture and the creative industry. A lot of our young people are of that mindset. Yeah? But the government is not investing in that industry. That is the industry that can create serious wealth. That is the industry that our people love. But the government is not giving the people what they want to do. The government is just sit down, put on them blinkers, and focus on debt to GDP.
That's all. That's all. I'm taking the money out of.
What happened? There's no question and answer for the Prime Minister. I see all over the world, even Trump, who we know how his mind is. He have time when he sit down with the press. And even in UK, I see many, almost every week, almost every month, there are question and answer for the Prime Minister. I don't see what is going on. I don't what is happening. Nobody questioning the Prime Minister.
Well, he's not making himself available. You're right. You're right, caller. He's not making himself available. You're correct. Everywhere in the world, you have that Prime Minister. Go ahead, caller.
And when they have the press briefing, they pick and choose which journalists they allow in those press briefings.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and my final point. When I know, when you come on to protest, somebody have to make a move. And the question is, who's going to make a move? Because people on social media, like, for instance, broadcast or the people need to rise up. The question is, who's going to rise up? Because if everybody on the social media saying people need to rise up, but the thing is that somebody have to make a move.
Yes, somebody have to lead.
The responsibility is with the opposition and the opposition leader.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Bless it.
All right, caller.
Yeah, man.
Well, I don't know if the opposition is afraid, Rally, because we've been saying
they're afraid, man.
How come the opposition is not even talking about the recession? Nobody's talking about the recession that Jamaica is in right now. The only place here it is over here and Hobie, and when you talk about it on your program, Rally. Nobody else talks about this recession.
Yep. They're afraid.
Let's take another call. Caller, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
Yes, good evening, gentlemen. I'm Sir Ralston, and yourself, Colin. I'm a long-time viewer, first-time caller.
Oh, don't stay away from us so long, man. Call us often.
No, I watch your show religiously. I love the information that I receive from you guys. So, Sir Ralston, I know that you're a genius when it comes to world finance and the analysis of that all. But one thing I disagree with you, gentlemen, is that you're saying that the government is dunce and stupid. Even the duncest person would know better in regards to what causes crazy inflation, what's wrong for the people in regards to, the medical situation in Jamaica, the roads, infrastructure. I was just in Jamaica about a month ago, and I couldn't believe the garbage, especially in Westmoreland, all over the island. And I remember when, I don't even want to call his name, but I remember when the Prime Minister just got into office, he had this whole Keep Jamaica Clean initiative.
Yeah.
And it was clean. I was shocked. I was proud about that. And all of a sudden, you know, all this garbage all over the island. But I regress. Please let me know, why do you think that the government is being so stupid, foolish in regards to how they're keeping the country? Is that they hate their people? Is that they're going to sell this country to another country 5 years from now? Like, I don't understand why they're debilitating the country to this extent.
But why you
It can't be stupidity.
why you disagree when Raleigh said that they are done? Because you say you disagree with that. Why you disagree with that?
I think they've been bought out and sold. I don't think they're done. They should. I mean, what's her name?
The combination
should know
about
better. Why?
So you
I
think
don't
they're
understand how
wicked
somebody
then?
could be so inconsiderate and just watch their island.
So you think that
just be demolished.
they are wicked then?
Yes, there's wicked. There's something. Come on, they went to school. How can they be so dense in regards to every aspect of the island? The medical, the infrastructure, everything is just gone. Do they want to kill off the people so that Israel people can come? Like, I just don't understand.
Well, Carla, the idea of wanting to kill off the people is not far-fetched, you know. We had a hurricane back in October of 2025, and the government have access to money, and they have sat down.
I was in Jamaica when that hurricane happened.
Right, and they sat down and watched the people who were devastated by the hurricane still living under tarpaulin, still living under 2 sheets of zinc, and they are saying that they are doing well. The shelters that people would go when a hurricane is coming to Jamaica, those are not ready. They have not renovated those shelters. So if a hurricane is coming to Jamaica now, what do you think will happen to those people? So when you say they're planning to kill off the people, it's not far-fetched.
It's going to be destroyed.
Oh, yes.
I mean, you talk about Sir Watson talking about the GDP, the other islands and the other countries, and it's a damn shame.
Come on,
I'm honored that I'm related to one of our national heroes. He's my great uncle, and that man is rolling in his grave right now.
All right,
okay.
He died for nothing.
Thank you for the call. Not take so long for call we again. Call we often. All right.
Thank you.
Blessings.
Bless you all.
One love.
Can I say one more thing?
Go ahead.
Please. I saw, no matter what gets thrown at you, I see you with a lot of strength, and I say that you felt a little discouraged today. Keep the fire going.
It hurt today when I see that these go up by $10.50. How can a government
keep the fire
do
going,
that?
gentlemen?
To
You
people
guys
who
are
are
amazing.
suffering?
Thank you for taking my call.
All right, respect. No, Raleigh, when I heard the news about the gas price, I mean, a brethren sent it to me first from the Gleaner. And when I listened to it and said, Jesus Christ, this is real? The government increased
it tells
diesel.
you.
Go ahead,
It tells you about the combination of dunceness and wickedness. Simple. Them dunce and them wicked at the same time. It's a combination of both. Yep.
Everybody like up the life. Raleigh, we're wrapping up. Give us your final take on what is happening. We're not going to speak again until Saturday morning. So give us your prediction on what is going to happen for the rest of the week, both internationally and locally. How this is looking, and with this $10.50 per truckers, how the truckers are going to manage with this increase in diesel. What is going to happen to food prices, building prices, transport, Lord God. And then the government did go buy 110 old bus where pure diesel them use. Talk to it, Raleigh. Talk to it.
Simply translated, all that is going to do is to lead to an acceleration of inflation. Biles is going to continue to mop up liquidity. That is going to make the recession worse. And that is going to be complicated by the international situation, because the Iranians say every time the Americans strike, they're going to strike back. They have now widening the thing now. So Jordan was under attack today. Tomorrow is a wider target. They said the key thing that they're going to do, apart from blocking Hormuz, they're going to block Al-Mandab. And that is going to lead to higher crude prices, higher fertilizer prices, higher food prices. So the international crisis is going to get worse. And we have already created our own domestic crisis. So we're looking at an L-shaped recession. More people are going to have to reduce their consumption levels. More firms will have to lay off people. And the poverty and the criminality will get worse. And people's standard of living will drop. Police will kill more people. because more people desperate. You know, the budget song will say, hunting, 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 more man I forgot they got hunt. Yeah,
Yes,
more domestic violence, more everything that you have, because bad economic policies have social and economic consequences. That they not understand, because economics is the study of human behavior, how people react to economic activities. So when things are bad, they get the worst out of people. So that a part of what them not understand, the social economic effects of their bad policies. Yep. So people brace for it, and you have to, yep.
Finish your thought, man. Finish your thought.
Yeah. So the people often now find themselves with their back against the wall, as Marcus Garvey says. So they have to stand up and demand accountability and policy changes because we're going in the wrong direction. Yep. Now listen to the sycophants, them, because them don't know about economics. Yeah. So you have to get up now and stand up and defend yourself, defend your children and your grandchildren, because your life is being eroded. Yeah.
The new budget coming, Rally? The new.
We don't hear nothing. We don't hear nothing. Every country produce new budget, supplementary budgets and them thing. The Trump do that. We see that happening in Japan. We see it happen all over the world. These people are behaving as if nothing is happening. In fact, they're moving in the opposite direction, taking more money from the people. So they're taking money from FSC, which is going to increase your insurance charges. So we get more vulnerable climatically, because many people who are already underinsured are not insured, can't insure them place. Similarly with your car. So you have more car rackets and all of them things when the FSC pass on the charges to the insurance companies, which them supervise. Your food price are go up. Your lives are being destroyed. Simple.
Fearval
Because
said
of
it's
bad
not a
policy.
problem, you know. I don't know if you heard her. She said, hold on, let me play.
Well, she not.
Listen, Fearval, hold on.
Country's sole oil refinery has announced changes to its pricing mechanism aimed at improving.
That's not Fearval. That's not Fearval. Hold on. I have Fearval. I want you to hear her before you go.
Yeah.
We're wrapping up, people, but like up the live before you leave, please. Like up the live, everybody. Because I have to make Rally hear a Fearval say, because Fearval talk today. Fearval spoke to the people. I never sent it cross, but let's get it so we get Ralston take on it before we go. Fearval spoke today. Here it is.
Oil refinery has announced changes to its.
Hey, not no oil. What Fearval there?
Country's sole oil refinery has announced changes.
Why I keep getting that? It's not that moment, man. Fearval spoke. No, oh, my bad. Sending across the wrong thing. Fearval. This is Fearval here? Yes, I think this is Fearval. Let's see if this is Fearval now. Let's see if this is Fearval. Anti-Fearval. Anti-Fearval spoke today. Let's go to her.
From the Financial Services Commission, FSC, will not impact the viability of the self-financing regulator. The FSC said the transfer of the funds from its reserves to the government was a directive issued through the Finance Ministry. But the Commission's Executive Director, Lieutenant Colonel Karen Burrell, told last Thursday's sitting of the Senate Regulations Committee that the move was a major factor in the weakening of its financial position. This led to opposition spokesman on finance, Julian Robinson, demanding that the government explain the financial decisions that led to the current situation. Speaking at today's post-cabinet media briefing, Mrs. Williams said the finance minister's request of the FSC will not have a negative effect on the commission.
You will know that from time to time and based on government's revenue requirements, the financial sector may request distribution of surpluses, reserves, or financial investments in excess of requirements for working capital from self-financing agencies. Such requests are generally made after an assessment of the agency's financial position to ensure that any distribution will not undermine the entity's viability. Based on the strength of the FSC's balance sheet and based on the projections of the institution, both the FSC and the ministry had a joint understanding that the $500 million distribution would be granted.
Finance Minister Favour Williams.
Your views, Raleigh?
Yeah, but she's saying something different from what Mr. Burrell is saying. Mr. Burrell is saying that it will weaken the FSC's finances. So who is telling the truth?
Raleigh,
who's telling the truth?
I will leave to talk about Saturday morning. And
yeah, but
this link here sound very stable.
Yeah.
From your command, we don't have no problem. The timing right. I mean, I like this link here. This link here sounds comfortable. I could try work with it. They don't know the link here, so I could work with the link here.
All right, boss.
Bless up, my brother. We'll talk.
All right, blessings. Yeah, man. Blessed.
One love. People, Ralston Hyman, top financial analyst anywhere in the world. Who not like him, chuck off. Yeah, man. You can't go and talk when you want to talk. It is the message. And you can't manage it. And until you can challenge the data, we invite any one of you who can challenge the data to come forward and make we hear one officer. Don't attack the man, attack the argument. This has been the Colin Bell Show for yet another Wednesday evening. I want to thank all the listeners and the viewers, all the Portland Spice ambassadors who've been inviting people to this channel, all the new callers. Thank you for watching Portland Spice TV. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, like, and share the channel. Click the notification bell to ensure that whenever we are on, you're on. May the good Lord continue to bless and keep you. Make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his light and give you his peace. Until we meet again Saturday morning for more on the Colin Bell Show. Peace be with you, my people. Louis Gangali Culture, take us out.
Tell them to try pre-wee, big up Portland Spice TV. Tell them to try pre-wee, big up Portland Spice TV. Remember to subscribe. See, Portland Spice TV, Louis Culture say it once and I say it again. Portland Spice TV. We are going to hold them and pop it off. Bogus batch where we rip off. Subscribe, share. Portland Spice TV is here.